We're going to take a look at how we can use a number line to help us understand fractions. And I have three different number lines here. And we're going to talk about each one. So let's start with this first number line. Notice that on this side, that starts at 0, goes to the right, has a 1 and a 2. Now in between the 0 and the 1, about halfway-ish, there's a mark. And so what this number line is showing us is that I can represent 1/2 of the distance between 0 and 1 using a number line. So halfway between 0 and 1 is 1/2. So the distance from here to here is 1/2. Distance from here to here is another half. So 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1 whole. If I go a little bit further, that's 1 and 1/2. And that would be 1 and 1/2 would be the distance from 0 all the way to there. And then starting again at 0 and going all the way to here would be 2. So this number line right here shows me 1/2, and so marks of 1/2. Now let's take a look at this other number line. This number line, if I look at it, I noticed it's been marked off in 4s or fourths. Start at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal parts. So it's been marked off into fourths. So let's label it. This number line is 1/4. Starting from here to there is 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4 or 1 whole. This would be 1 and 1/4, 1 and 2/4, and 1 and 3/4. And if we said 1 and 4/4, well, that's the same as 2 wholes. So we have a number line that shows halves, a number line that shows fourths, and notice that we can do some comparing of fractions here. 1/2, 2/4 are the same distance from 0. So those are equal fractions. They are equivalent to each other. I notice that 1 and 1/2 and 1 and 2/4 are also the same distance from 0. So those are also equivalent. So let's look at this one right here. I want to find out, I wonder what this has been divided into. So let me start at 0 and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 equal parts. That means this number line here has been divided up into eighths. So I'm going to label this one 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8. 8/8 would be 1 whole. 1 and 1/8. 1 and 2/8. 1 and 3/8. 1 and 4/8. 1 and 5/8. 1 and 6/8. 1 and 7/8. 1 and 8/8, but we don't say it like that. We just say 2 wholes. Okay? Now, if I look at this one, I notice, hey, 1/4 and 2/8. Those are the same distance from 0. Those are equal fractions, 1/4 and 2/8. If I go over here, and my drawing were just a little bit more accurate, but I would notice that 1/2, 2/4, and 4/8 are all the same fraction. They are equivalent. Notice that the 1 is half of 2, 2 is half of 4, 4 is half of 8, they all represent 1/2 the distance. Keep going. I notice that 3/4 and 6/8 are equivalent fractions, and so on. All right? So the purpose of this lesson is to help you see that you can use number lines to compare fractions. All right?